This is my friend Gracie Kramer, a professional gymnast. My goal in reaching out to her was to make a dramatic, cinematic video that gives a peek into the world of a professional athlete. So I sent her the idea, and to my hopes, she said yes. In this video, I'm gonna take you with me behind the scenes, show you what gear I use, my approach to planning and executing this shoot. Before we do, I wanna show you what we actually made. This cinematic video with my friend Gracie Kramer. Check it out. Pro tip, before I go into any shoot, paid or not, I always start with a plan. Even if it's a loose plan, I wanna go in with some idea of what I want to accomplish, the look and feel of what images I wanna create, so I'm not having to guess. Because when I'm there with the person I'm collaborating with or with the client, I hate wasting time deliberating over what decisions should be made about angles or shot lists or any other details. I wanna have it thought through ahead of time when I can think clearly and not have the pressure of having to make a decision on the spot. When any kind of question arises on set, I want to have made that decision the day or the week before even. While planning, I think through possibilities, and even while thinking through those, I try to decide quickly so that I avoid overthinking. Then I write down my plan, well, I type out my plan. By the time my plan is done, or at least bullet points of something written down, my confidence is already through the atmosphere. The shoot ends up being more fun that way because I can actually focus on the creative aspect of it and not worry too much about the big vision because it's already established in my mind and I can just carry that through into what I actually shoot. So for this collaboration with Gracie, I made a shot list and it looks like this. It's simple. I use the Notes app. Some people use more elaborate apps like Notion or Trello, and I believe those are great tools. There's a time and place for them. I think for this, it was so much more straightforward for me to just write it down in the Notes app because it's simpler. It's really just me and my friend collaborating. I'm not working with a crew or a locations manager, and it's easier for me to share that information with her. So the vision is prepped, my camera batteries are charged, my cards are formatted, and it's time to meet up with Gracie. So when I first got there, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do handheld or have my camera on the gimbal. I just prepared my gimbal in case I wanted to switch to it quickly. Turns out doing handheld was plenty enough for me. Here I am setting up my one and only filter I used on this shoot, which is the PA Tears filter from Ravarsini. Really nice diffusion for that soft glow on the highlights. And this is the Portkeys monitor. I think it's the PT5-2, if I remember correctly. Touchscreen, really easy to use. Larger than the LCD attached to the camera, so it gives me a nice perspective of what I'm shooting without being a huge, heavy, bulky monitor. So at this portion, Gracie's just warming up. I'm rolling camera just in case, and also just getting used to the environment, getting used to like following her movements. And then eventually we'll decide what exact, move she's gonna do mid-air, and then roll camera.
Okay, yeah, that was good.
Gracie's so good at what she does. So yeah, I was just kind of wanting to show you what my camera rig looks like when it's set up in the environment. I love that it's so versatile. It's nice to hold in the hand, and it's not like so heavy that like it's straining my back. I got more BTS on this little DJI Osmo Nano. Kind of a new camera. I'll talk more about this later, but this was so handy to use for BTS for social media.
Oh my god. Why are we going on here so long?
Yeah, I was gonna say you look rusty.
I just reneged here to roast.
Gracie's so easy to work with. She's just positive attitude, down to try obviously very difficult things here. And collaborating with her is really easy. She just has the right attitude and knows content really well. She's good at making content and telling a story. So here I'm just getting more angles, more variety. Obviously she's filming her own BTS for her TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, she was just trying different movements here that, yeah, I just had so much good footage I was able to work with in the end. At editing the cinematic reel we put together was, yeah, just so easy to get the right footage because I had so much to choose from. It was perfect. I'm actually in the middle of editing the video you're currently watching, but I wanted to take a second just to thank you for watching this video so far, or any of my other videos if you've seen them. If you want to see more, a subscribe to this channel will go a long way for helping me get to the point of doing this YouTube thing full time. A like on this video and even commenting what your favorite part is or any questions you have about my process. I'd love to start a conversation and hopefully inspire you, others, or even my future self watching this video back with the encouragement to pick up a camera, get out and do something fun, even if it's scary, different, or something you've never done before. I really want this to be an encouraging thing, something that inspires courage for you and anyone else you might share this with. Anyway, this is not the end of the video. There's plenty more to see, so don't stop watching. Here we move on to the beam. Really amazing stuff Gracie can do, like the amount of balance you need to land on a platform that's the width of like your phone is genuinely so impressive. I think in the beginning I took for granted my friendship with Gracie. Like, she's so skilled at what she does. I don't know a lot about gymnastics, but seeing her do her thing, she made it look so easy. And then I saw other gymnasts doing their thing and I realized, oh, not everybody can do what Gracie does. This is the really portable light I use from Godox. Really helped me just get some dramatic lighting on the far side of her portrait while I was getting her on the bars here. The light unit is great. I may or may not have run into a wire.
No, we didn't. Where does invisible wire come from?
Again, it's so fun making content with Gracie. So easy to just get creative and have a positive attitude on set because, yeah, Gracie is just also the type of person to just roll with the punches and make it a fun moment. It didn't feel embarrassing at all. I felt like I was just hanging out with my friend. I don't know how Gracie is still performing like on her A game this entire time. Like, we've been doing this for like a couple hours at this point and she's still like doing an amazing job.
What else do you want?
Okay, I would love...
I know. I knew you had something. I know you too well.
Thank you. And it can be the last thing.
The camera body I used was a Sony FX3. Lens, I used the same lens the whole time. It's the Sigma 24-70 Mark 1. I don't really see a need to go to the Mark II. This does everything I need it to. This camera and this lens in the Bright Tangerine camera cage. On the bottom, I have a Manfrotto style mounting plate so I can just slide it into a tripod if I do need it on sticks. This V-mount battery, small rig. And then this goes into a dummy battery that slides into my camera. I do have a dummy battery that slides into this monitor. Sometimes it's easier for me to just use its own battery. It was such a short shoot, so I didn't really need to rig up a whole lot in preparation for this. Also forgot to mention, this is the matte box I use. It's this 3-stage matte box by Tilta. I think it's the Tilta MBT12. I like it a lot. It's just simple and straightforward. If there's anything I don't like about this matte box, it's the flag that it comes with. It's nice that it folds, but it's just that when it is mounted in, for storage, it's kind of annoying. Great when it's on and mounted like that, when you collapse it. It's just that this is such a, it's widened out on the sides, and I get why that is, because when you want to black out the sun with the flag, you cover more area with that. It's just when you store it, this just sticks out so much farther on this end. That's kind of annoying when I put it back in my camera bag. Anyway, if that's the worst I have to complain about, I'm in pretty good shape. I love that it's 3-stage, not just like one filter at a time. Sometimes I need to stack a diffusion filter with a CPL or a diffusion filter with a clear filter if I'm doing some action scene or something like that. So it's really helpful to have this. So yeah, while I was shooting, You can see in some of the behind the scenes footage how I'm holding it depending on whether we're shooting horizontal or vertical. The goal was to make a horizontal version and vertical version. This does not shoot open gate. I don't really feel the need to do that. This was such a simple, straightforward shoot that required very little by way of like technical changes. There was enough room on this shoot for me to just do the same shot twice, and Gracie was down for it because she knows what she's doing. So I would get one shot horizontal, and then I'd say, okay, let's do it one more time, and then I would just flip the camera like this. And this monitor, it's on an arm, I can just rotate it, or I have the screen here on the side, the built-in LCD. Sometimes I would just like look through that. Pretty big screen, I feel like it gives me enough information while I'm trying to see what I'm shooting. So an argument could be made against using this fully rigged out cinema camera rig, and in favor of just having the camera body and one lens attached. I found it beneficial to use this fully rigged out cinema camera for at least a few reasons. Reason one is I hadn't used this rig in maybe a month or two, and so warming back up to the process of getting used to the weight, getting used to operating it, thinking in cinema mode on a technical side was really beneficial for me to like resharpen my skills as a cinematographer slash videographer. The second layer of it, between Gracie and myself, it was helpful to have a camera like this that I'm using, which kind of puts both of us in cinema mode, which is what I wanted the end result of the video to look like. I don't have a crew, I don't have even a gaffer or an assistant helping me with any lighting setups. So this was the thing I was leaning on to really put us in the mode, the vibe, to align our mental goal with cinema. And so using a tool the entire time that looked like this put us in that mode. I felt like it was beneficial for me, at the very least on an emotional level, to get me in the right headspace. The last thing, and the least urgent in my opinion, was just the fact that the camera was hooked up to a V-mount battery. It's a larger battery, it lasts longer. I don't think I changed the batteries on this at all the entire shoot, or even turned the camera off. It was running the whole time. The V-mount battery lasted me the entire 2.5 hour shoot. Also, not sponsored, the camera I used to shoot BTS is the DJI Osmo Nano, relatively new camera. Kind of an action cam. I see it as more of a vlog camera. It comes with this monitor that just clips in like that. You can also flip it around the other way. It also automatically knows whether I'm filming horizontal or vertical, so it'll change orientations. Oh yeah, one more thing I think that's worth mentioning is what memory cards I was using. And for the stuff that's really high performance and where I know I want like quality hardware in my camera, I use these OWC CF Express type, these are type A, right? Type B is the bigger ones. I use these OWC CF Express cards. There you have it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I'm excited to put out more content like this. I'm trying out a new style where I'm just bringing you with me on set, small production, big production, or anything in between, and kind of narrating what my thought process is behind the camera. I'd love to know if there's something you didn't see in the video that you want to see, or something you did see you'd like me to do differently in future videos. I'd love to know. Comment your ideas. Other than these cinematic style portrait videos, I also plan on dusting off my A7 IV and getting some portraits out as well. So I want to take you with me on a portrait photo shoot, or maybe an adventure shoot, traveling somewhere. If there's something in particular you're curious about or want to see in a video, I'd love to know in the comments below so I can share that with you in a future video. I'll see you in the next one.